We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Any further harm to come to you.
Oi! You there! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Ray, lend us your aid.
We're in your debt.
Scatter the goblin!
Our task is complete.
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. It was a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance.
Over here, if you please. Onward. Our work is not yet done. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. 'Twas a simple patrol mission. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray...
Pray, follow me. Let us press on with our next objective. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest...
I cannot abandon my post.
Yon chest is in a place not easily accessed.
'Tis a vexing thing, to see it so plainly and yet be unable to open it. Would you mind coming over here? This is generally used as a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. I'd wager our merry band can handle whatever comes.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. Over here, if you please. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Let us press on with our next objective. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. We were to make for Harve Village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. Would you mind coming over here? Are you coming, Master? Our path is here.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
You have my support. I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves. You have my support. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. Dare I say it? We trounced ourselves, well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
The anticipation of one's next meal is what makes a hard journey bearable.
I quite agree. Fare such as this makes our travails seem like trifles. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on? It was a surprise to find someone living out here. And an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea.
At last, we shall all be able to return to our homes. I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack. For your sake, as well as ours, we'll do our utmost to see the village restored.
Over here, if you please.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
'Tis this way.
At once, master.
Fine. There's a haze over my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Damn blizzard! Is this where I'm to draw my last? Sonic!
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
I am in your debt, sir. I am in your debt, sir.
Thanks.
I am in your debt, sir.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here. Let us proceed to the next location. Unless you've any objections arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location.
I am saved!
Tis rather high. It might be beyond our reach. Methinks I can make it over there. Might I be of assistance?
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. And mind the onward. Our work is not yet done.
Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? Onward. Our work is not yet done.
You have my protection. Tis done.
Well said.
You're not one of ours. Have you come to forgive me? I cannot seem to walk of my own accord just now. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
By magic, imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen?
The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge.
That's not far from here.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
If you feel overburdened.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling it will be worth the climb. Methinks I can make it over there. Might I be of assistance?
Follow me, if you would.
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. Well now. I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the captain. You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see to...
This way, Master.
At last. we shall all be able to return to our homes. I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack. For your...
Would you mind coming over here? There's no need to make camp here. We've energy enough to press on for a while yet.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Here we go again. If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
Of course. I will protect you.
A different path would serve us better now.
I'll lead the way.
Well done! You truly are formidable, Arisen. The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that's a surprise.
Over here, if you please.
No harm shall come to you!
my magics grant you an elemental boon.
One of us has been poisoned!
You have my protection.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Would you mind coming over here?
Where the story is! Ice is our ally against such fiends. Certainly arisen. How might I be of aid?
Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us sort of use.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Our homecoming is at hand.
Come. Our journey isn't over till we are safely inside.
I quite agree.
Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here.
'Tis worth considering, if we've the time.
My thanks. Take this as a token of my gratitude.
Let us press on with our next objective. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
A treasure chest! Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Over here, if you please. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
Copies, Master! An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen, and it seems I was right.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen?
The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here. I shan't allow any further harm to come to me. I knew you would prevail, Master. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen?
The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermon's eastern edge. That's not far from here. The day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to be... How's your day faring? Now, listen here. I've a favour to ask. Thanks, I suppose.
A fine. Place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. Would you mind coming over here? We've got goblins! I'll hold the enemy in place!
Splendid. That was superb, Arisen. Have my respect.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Shall I lead the way?
Things will sort themselves out.
I'll save you!
Your aid is appreciated.
Protect the shipment! Steel yourselves! Cut the fiends down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
V! How did this happen? We must defend the cargo!
They're a tenacious lot.
Dare I say it? Round well.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Not a care in the world, just as it should be.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Thanks, I suppose. Take this. I'll not remain in your debt.
Where will the wind bear me today, I wonder? It is my duty to find them.
We have reached our destination.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Welcome.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. 'Tis a symbol of my own gratitude.
Well done, Master. By your efforts, our task is complete.
Indeed. You've culled more than your fair share of monsters. I expect tales of your valor will soon be told in taverns.
Splendid.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Disa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you, yet I fear we have few other options. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels afore now, though I have yet to uncover so much as a whisper of her plots. Would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and dawn. Pray use that time to conduct your investigation.
Pray, follow me. Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace.
Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
We shall await you here, Master.
You are the Arisen. Follow me!
Such price.
It is best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to it.
But I've a mind to look into this further. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape. Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting? I'm not sure what we're dealing with here.
Queen Regent Deesa appears to be working in concert with this Phaser's fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deeza demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, this mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Follow me, if you would. Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
So, you've come.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either or, Deeza's Arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are Arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Disa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own. Oh, on the hunt for the grimoire entitled Towering Earth, are you? One moment. Here it is. Towering Earth, the Forsaken Text. Aye, you may take it. I can cast no magics myself, after all. Left in my care, 'tis as a pearl before swine. Not to mention, I've already read it.
I mustn't let the captain see my minister. The townspeople depend on me.
Aye, this should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
do. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
What does this say?
Shall we take a closer look? You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Nice place. Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Well done, everyone.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizen.
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail. I sense eyes upon us.
Need anything? Many thanks.
Look, while you're here, eh?
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, if you can believe it. Just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi! What are you doing, standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke of. The one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
More Saurians. Let us deliver them a swift end and ensure the village's safety.
Careful now. There, Master! Saurian!
I shan't let them harm you.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Harv Village, Sir Arisen. You truly, we cannot...
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave! How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
Fair!
I do apologize. It would seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Pray, follow me.
I'll take any job. Sweeping dust before a thing can suffer.
What must needs be done?
Welcome and well. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair
price. Always a pleasure.
Interested in my wares?
Welcome, and well met. Have you brought me a quince? Pray, do a man a kindness. 'Tis do come again.
Interested in my wares?
Well met, sir.
How might I be of service?
Welcome, and as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair price.
Always a pleasure.
What do you think you're doing here?
Suppose I'll start dusting. Interested in my wares?
Living's odd.
Look as long as you please. Have you brought me a quince? Pray, do a man a kindness. 'Tis not for me, but for my... Do come again!
welcome and well met. If you seek lodgings in back, as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair price.
Do come again.
Well met, sir.
How might I be of service?
Looking for aught in particular?
Fancy a kip. Go on, have a look.
Welcome, and well met. Have you brought me a quince? Pray, do a man a kindness. 'Tis not for me, but for my wife, and do come again.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for, after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Don't bring trouble.
Sir, what's the difference between a sovereign and an aristocrat?
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Oi, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow, I mislike that. You from Vermont? Bet you're as prejudiced as the rest of your lot. Well, got something you want to say, eh? Save it. You're not welcome here. Suppose you didn't know, but we don't allow Vermundian scum in this tavern. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods, alone. That is. If you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair, ain't it? Put your back into it!
I shan't let you get away.
Heed me. All of you must flee before this magic descends.
Quickly now, before the incantation concludes.
Don't let them get the better of you.
Do we truly mean to continue this battle?
Oi, oi, oi. I don't believe it. You took down every last one of them. Right. Well, suppose you're free to use this place as you like now. We'll give you no more trouble. So how's about a truce, eh?
You there! Hold! Ha! The coward Scarpid. As for you, here, take this. 'Tis the man's purse. Consider it reimbursement for the trouble he caused.
I don't believe it. You're a bloody menace, you are. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
I must admit, you're quite formidable. You managed to topple the lot afore I could even move to stop them. 'Tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again someday. I'm a sellsword, by the by. Perhaps our next meeting will be on the battlefield. I'd not say no to the chance to prove my mettle against yours.
One cannot help but wonder about that Sir Ragnar. Who is he, really?
Well now, I'm not sure.
Stomach's growling. Time for an what a racket.
These whelps have talent, but they lack discipline.
Restore my equipment. Follow the chance. What business have you here?
Bones grow weary.
Troubles like to strike.
Come on.
If you look at my wares.
Well met.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
What's life without
This won't do.
Stop that! That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? I could swear I've seen what's needed here next to what we have in storage.
An ogre comes!
Let my magic branch from the elemental.
On my way!
I've never heard such nonsense.
Thought I'd breathe my last.
Still too early to set out. I find any turncoats.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Fewer monsters are to be found in the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Leave off!
Cut that out. Call on me if there's aught I can...
What did you think of that story? 'Twas well told and all. I'd heard tell of a beggar, and by the look of it, he doesn't appear to be...
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermund. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust he will cooperate. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it. You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
Let us make haste, that no life may be lost on our account.
Well met. Need anything?
What's got you in such a good mood? Do tell.
What?
My, I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. What? Can't you think of a reason? Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about as you please. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over. Now you've... So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Glad we understand each other.
We allowed the agent to flee. I cannot help but wonder whether it was the right choice.
Well now, I'm not sure.
Wait for the new equipment to come in. I'll gladly stay a while.
You stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
What was it I had planned for the morrow? All I need is my health, I suppose. Always a fresh breeze blowing round. I'll head out on a stroll.
A fine place to sit and...
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see. Where was I headed? Always a...
Greetings.
Sir Ludolf's lust knows no bounds. This time he's set his sights on the Watchhead's missus. Still, however pressed, no man is like to hand her his own wife, eh? But his lordship doesn't take no for an answer. He employed his usual method, which is to say, he dispatched the Watchhead on a mission to slay a Dullahan. Poor old Gregor departed last night. I'm sorry to say it, but he shan't be returning alive. That's the sort of man that noble is, you see. Naught noble about him, if you ask me.
Pleasant spot to while away an afternoon.
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
One must take right just about anywhere.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Wearing armor all day feels like a punishment.
I'll not take that from you!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. You have my protection.
Prepare yourself!
Whatever it is you need, I shall gladly help.
Allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Where are you going?
A flock of harpies draws near!
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it?
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Well worth the effort of breaking it.
This ox cart's bound for the check. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
An ox cart? Yeah?
About time you showed up. We've been waiting. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart. We must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. With this, we can... Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he in...
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnar from the tavern. Now, 2 parties ask our way, but which is the more deserving?
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
The decision is yours, Edson. I trust in your judgment.
I will finish this!
The prison has been torched! Quick, douse the flames! Certainly, Arisen. How might I do that? You are in need of healing. Allow me. Point right there.
Very well. I shall go on ahead. You're a welcome sight, Arisen.
Choppers, Master!
You have my protection. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly obey.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
I'll gather this. It might be of use. A cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Tread carefully. One never can be too cautious. Understood. Master! Master, can you hear me? Are you unharmed?
Pray, seek an exit. I shall search for a way to rejoin you.
We meet again. Hoy there. I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustine, only to find myself waist-deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I explain while we search for an exit? I suppose that's how it goes. Time to get to work. not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life, though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time, and then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the arisen true. What? You are the arisen? Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. We sell swords a little more than fodder for... I've not a mite of interest in the squabbles of nobles. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. After all, I can't afford to die here. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And...
We are reunited at last, Master. I do hope you encountered no trouble in the cave.
'Tis done. Miss Trisha mentioned that her father resides in the Checkpoint Rest Down. Shall we pay him a visit, Master? Pray, allow me to show you the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings.
You're soaked! Do try not to catch cold.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your rescue. I shan't let them off. Well done, Master.
Tis a hobgoblin!
This battle is ours!
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we? As a result, we move as one.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. We'll take each trial as it comes.
Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
This Oxguard was beset by assailants who did not shake. And this is the result. Brought by the hands of the brigand.
Arisen! Are you all right?
soldiers arrive. Stand
Look there. I espy another statue.
Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
You're gonna regret that.
Well fought, Arisen. Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
Stand.
Harpies, Master!
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Battle is best avoided. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Arisen? I should have expected you may yet linger here. Rest assured, Master. You'll hear nary an idle word from me. I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Tis a pity we must part after sharing such a journey.
If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating...
Yeah? What is it?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Have we any gold left after that extravagance? No sense ruining the cost. Such purchases are a given on an... venture as important as ours.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Where will the wind blow me today, I wonder?
I'll take on any request, be it big or small. Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy something and... see the truth for yourself. Many thanks to you.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Would you mind coming over here?
Things will sort themselves out.
Not what will come of this.
Greetings! We see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have to forgive us if the...
Go on, have a look.
Reckon your row trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you... You'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Many thanks. Reckon your road trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least. You'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Pleasure doing business with. Interested in my wares?
What delights might there be to
Follow me, if you would.
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth. The item you requested is complete. Here you... sir. Use it well. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. Hope to see you again. Need anything?
While beyond the rift, I recall hearing a rumor that such forgeries may be used to win people's favor.
Now that is a surprise.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Hope to see you again.
I don't believe I had any visitors today. My interest is piqued. Very well. You may enter. Now then, what business have you with me? Could it be you have come to learn of my magic, I wonder how you shall fare. Many are those who have knocked at my door only to walk away broken and defeated. Perhaps you would allow me to test your resolve? Bring me the grimoires I yet lack. I will not demand that you gather them all. A few shall suffice to prove your determination. You would rifle through your host's possessions unbidden? How utterly contemptuous!
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Washes all my troubles clean away, this place.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Go on, have a gander as you pass by. Hope to see you again.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Not to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
Get up to today.
What shall I do
I'll
today?
treat myself to a tickle before bed. I swear I've never slept better.
You'd think they'd learn by now not to creep up on me.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
What the? Spend all day here.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Look at all places were so welcoming as this.
A mug of ale is just what I need.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
What to do?
What must needs be done?
By and large, the people of Bagbatal seem to adore their benevolent empress. Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion.
Look as long as you please. Have you brought me a quince? Pray, do a man a kindness. 'Tis not for me, but for my always a pleasure.
Fewer burdens certainly makes for smoother travels. I dare say the spring has returned to your step, Master.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Welcome, and as a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service. At a fair price. Do come again.
Pray, follow me.
Well met.
I'm not sure what to do. I hope I
Interested in my wares?
What do you think you're doing in here?
Gladly stale.
Always another errand to see to.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off.
Well met, sir. Welcome back to you again. Fine wares.
Calm in the air, officer.
Joining Crank is only half the battle.
Dear me.
Not much changed today. Well met.
There is little point in my leading the way if we haven't got what we require to hand.
grant you an elemental boon. I will protect you.
We have an opening! Focus your attack! Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
Our foe is resistant to even the bitterest chill.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! I cannot guide us to this task's completion, as we lack aught that we require for it. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
We must rest, though the sun is still up. 'Tis a perilous journey I've had, Arisen. When that griffin came upon us, I feared we were done for. It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. I know of nothing that demands your immediate notice.
This isn't so bad. It does lift the spirit. I can hardly believe it turned out like this. If aught befell my family, I don't know what I'd do.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray.
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that she might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns aren't permitted entry to the palace, but I would see you to the entrance if I may.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
We're here, Master. We shall await you here, Master.
You are the Arisen. Follow me!
It's too quiet here. Our brigands lurking about.
I'm about ready to fall asleep in my friend.
Tis best you move along.
Should one of the other guards?
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers.
Business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour.
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, If someone were to overhear...
Oh, unring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Rest all my equipment. Follow the shots.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though, we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
Always have
Was that such peace?
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
What's this? Come, ho, ho. To think if only my collection were... Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is... And 'twould wound my pride to have you... If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, the man's home is located in Batal.
Shall we seek some answers? Hang in there, Master! I'm coming to assist!
Your presence is a soothing one.
We have reached our destination.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilt between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
Waiting around puts me to sleep. Everyone's as tired as I am. Seems like. These old bones grow weary.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I'll not take that.
I can't even think straight.
Come on, don't drag that. Yeah.
I knew you would prevail, Master. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. You have my protection.
Certainly there isn't. How much have you paid?
That's made my day.
It's this way. I wonder if it's too early for... This is bad.
Cool. That damn dragon. Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll spell that thing myself. There you are.
This is my home. You cannot expect me to abandon it. Pray, lend me your aid. The beast is fell suspect. Avoid it at all costs. Then you truly are the Arisen. Incredible. Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you. Truly.
We managed to repel the dragon, but what will become of Melv?
Perhaps we ought to stop by the village again in the near future. See how it's getting on.
Aye. Sigurd. You're the current Arisen, aren't you? I pray you do not walk the same path as I have. 'Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon. Aye. Good luck to you. For so long as we are united in our resolve to slay the dragon, you shall have my aid.
Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but here we are. My thanks.
It's been a hard day. I'm in fine fettle today.
Living's hard. Like dreams?
When does my watch end?
I'm in fine fettle today. Oh, what I would give for time to get back to work.
Ah, here we are. The Oxguard made it without too much trouble.
This ox cart's bound for Burnway. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
As a matter of fact, I appreciate you carrying our heavy items, but do let me know if you need a hand.
We're setting out. Jump on if you're paid.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients. No harm in picking a few.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once. Goblins, Master!
What am I supposed to do about it?
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Come on then! Fire!
Is that the best thing you can do?
Here, strike with lightning on your side. I shan't let them off.
this way.
Leave off before you earn my spite.
Here we are.
I've never heard such nonsense.
Lots to do.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
What's this I smell? I shan't complain. I didn't tell half as many lies as my parents.
This looks as good a place as any.
Been in the mood to stir up trouble tonight.
The rules at your neck.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
Crowd that size and not a single heavy purse. The sky always
Of yesterday.
I can't wait to see what the day
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task my thanks? Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have, once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
This might contain useful information.
Let's have a look then. We shall remain here.
The masquerade is already underway, sir. It will be a long night. Longer still for those of us on guard. Would that all my days were so tranquil. Such quietude is...
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batar. Apparently, even privately owned items will come to be curtailed soon.
How dreadful! I've seen further
Would that such peace reigned eternal.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour all the
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
At least all my patrons have been kind so far.
Could use a bit of excitement in my life.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Won't someone do aught about this?
I'd fain hear you speak on any subject, friend.
We're here, Master.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet, then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phases, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
I'm not sure what we're dealing with here. We have reached our destination. It strikes me that we have not visited Mel for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart. We've a long journey ahead of us. We ought to employ an ox cart and save our strength.
This ox cart's bound for... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
You're always such fun.
I've got
None shall harm this village while...
We have reached our destination. Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
E'er since the reign of Rothace, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon. Yet not only has the dragon been allowed to devastate the village, but in the wake of its attack, you dared to submit what are clearly false reports of having felled the beast. None save the Sovereign can fell the dragon. Perchance you mistook an overgrown wyvern for the bringer of calamity. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Malv offering aid only where needed? Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely? If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor. I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
You came to see me? Forgive me. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. It was by your godly efforts that Melv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom. All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. But as for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into the Queen Regent's clutches. My peace, I can only hope she remains safe, and that the Queen Regent's web of lies and...
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
No! I'm not sending anyone into that cave!
But Jonas, isn't it your duty to aid our people?
I've held my tongue till now, but no longer. You would leave one of your own to die. This is impermissible. A village is nothing without its people. Sacrificing that poor soul amounts to cutting off your own arm. As Halve's leader, you ought to strive to do whatever you can to bring him back alive. Can you truly say this decision benefits your people, Jonas?
Who are you to question me? I'll suffer none of your impudence, outsider! Be gone from our village!
I, Jonas, I am an outsider, and therefore have no reason to heed any commands you would give. I shall follow my own will, and do what must needs be done. All those with the strength and courage to do the same, join me at Stormwind Cave.
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
Welcome, sir. Doubly so if you're here to buy. This world's no place for the faint of heart. Hope to see you again. I like to come here when I need a minute to think.
Hmm.